Hello again, everyone. Today, I will be walking you through how I set up my desk. The purpose of this walkthrough is to both show how I have my desk configured for personal use and work use, and in addition to that, talk about how my desk exemplifies the principle mise en place, or everything in its place. Right now, I'm standing at an angle to my desk, so you can see how it's laid out currently for personal use. I just finished up the workday, so I have my personal laptop here, which is the Google Pixelbook Go. My monitor is set up like that, and the right side of my desk is open, so I can read a book there or deal with papers in that area, whatever I need to do. I have my lamp, which sits there, helps me read things. My tablet sits back there for easy access. And right now I have a book on mushrooms that I am going through as I have time. I have my Kidde carbon monoxide detector. And then I have a few items that are mainly used for work purposes. I have this Identiv CAC reader, which I use to read my CAC card since I'm currently on a government project. These are elbow warmers if my elbows get cold or if I feel like I'm overusing my elbows and need to give them some support since I do type all day. This Punk Dig mouse jiggler, which is used to keep my government laptop mouse moving so it doesn't go to sleep because it has a really short sleep timeout that I can't change. There's my card for getting access to my laptop, and then this is a USB splitter, a 3-way splitter. I usually only use 2 of the ways, one for a headset and then the other for this wireless charger over here. Then on the lower level of this organizer, I have my pocket knife on the right. I have my keys, some eye drops since I do stare at a computer all day and my eyes can get dry. Wallet. Back there I have a deck of cards which I don't actually use, but on top of that are some receipts that I'll need to go through as part of my monthly receipt processing task. There's a pen back there which you can sort of see. You can see the tip of something up there, which is the case or the holder pouch for this knife. And then I have some sticky notepads back there. Moving right along, I already went over the Pixelbook Go, which is connected to this monitor. And then behind here, I have this external webcam. I set this up with my work laptop because it has what's colloquially known as a nostril cam, which is really low, and it makes people feel like they're looking at my nostrils because they in fact are looking at my nostrils. So I use this so that way people can view my face at eye level. I have this hygrometer, which I'm thinking about getting rid of because I never really look at that to understand how humid it is, but we'll see. And then I have a USB drive. I have this device, which allows me to connect my Pixelbook Go both to power and then also to my monitor via HDMI. Good old water bottle, Pixel Buds for listening to music or podcasts or whatever. And then back here I have an alarm clock. Below my desk, I have this exercise ball, which I sit on throughout the day. I have a trash can, and then under here is the case for my Pixelbook Go. And when I'm working, I'll put that under there, so that way it's out of the way. And then to the left of my desk, I have my work backpack, which I will access when taking out my work items for the workday, and then a rucksack over there that I'll use for hiking and outdoors activities. So that is my desk. I now want to show you how I set up my desk for the workday and also how I tear it down. Now I'll be showing you how I set up my desk for the workday. This is how it will generally look in the morning after I've gone through my routine and I am ready to start working. What I'll generally do is start by unplugging my wireless charger, unplugging my Pixelbook Go, and then putting this in its case under my desk. After that is done, I will then start setting up my laptops. As I mentioned, I have two laptops for work. This one is a government-issued laptop. I put this on the right side of my desk, which is not where I sit, but the reason I do this is because I only occasionally use this laptop for email or if there's something that I could only open on this. And I'll mainly use my company-issued laptop throughout the day. So it's important for that to be convenient, which is why I put it right in front of me. So I'll set up this laptop like here, and I have a little bit of problem with desk space, so the edge of the laptop hangs off a little bit, but not a big deal. I'll then plug in the charger to the laptop. After I do that, I will open it up. I'll plug in the mouse jiggler that I showed you a little earlier. And then after that, I will take out my CAC card, but I will not plug it in. I'm not sure if you can start it up with the CAC card in or not. I was told when I got the laptop that it has to be plugged in later, but who knows? I just leave it there for now and I'll plug it in once the computer actually boots up. Once that is done, I'm now ready to set up my company issued laptop, which is right here. I sit this in front of the monitor, and then what I'll do is I'll plug in the power source and then also plug the HDMI cable directly into the laptop. I probably need to look into getting some sort of docking station, but this whole process I'm showing you is a little slower now since I'm demonstrating it, but it takes me a little less than 5 minutes in the morning to do. So I have those plugged in. I'll usually now plug in this USB splitter into the USB port. I'll then plug in this CAC reader. And the reason I have this on this laptop, in addition, because this one has a CAC reader as well, is because sometimes there are trainings or other things that I might need to do on this laptop. It's just nice to have this set up so during the day if I need to access my email on here or a training, I can just quickly pull the CAC out of that laptop and plug it in over here. Let's see, so with those things done, I will plug the wireless charger into the splitter. So that's all set up now. And then I'll go back to my bag, and next I will plug in my headset because I do periodically have to be on calls during my day. The headset just makes it a little bit nicer. I don't need to worry about background noise. I don't need to worry about turning my head away from the computer and people not being able to hear me. It just reduces that thought process for me, which is very valuable. It just lets me focus on what I'm doing. So I will plug this device in. And then wrap the cord up a little bit so it's out of the way. All right. And go ahead and put this box back since I will leave my headset out throughout the day. And then inside my bag, I'll take out a wrist rest for a mouse and then also the mouse itself. These get set up over here on the right-hand side of this computer since I'm in fact right-handed, as you might be able to tell if you're an observant person watching this video. And then I take out this eyeglass lens cleaner, this cloth. I will clean my eyeglasses with it, but I also use it to clean off dusty areas of my desk that accumulate dust throughout the week, and also clean off my screen, since nothing is more distracting than a really dusty screen. There probably are more distracting things than that, but anyways, once I do that, I then need to plug in this external webcam. So what I'll do at this point is I'll generally lift the monitor to the height at which I want it to be and turn it on, and then I pull the cord out for this camera, plug it into the USB port on the right hand side of the machine, manage my cord there, and then mount this on top of the laptop. And I'll make sure things are roughly in alignment. This actually looks pretty good. I'm not going to go through how I actually start up my computers, but at this point I would start up these computers and then start logging in, checking my email, etc. And just generally getting ready for the workday. So then we come to the end of the workday, and I just cheated a little bit. I plugged in my CAT card. I would normally do that as part of the startup process, which I didn't show you. But this is roughly what my desk would look like at the end of the day, minus the lens cloth, but I just took away. So what I want to do now, I would shut off both of my machines so they're powering down. And then while that's happening, unplug the mouse jiggler, get that ready to be put away. That'll go here. And then unplug the CAC from the CAC reader and put that back in the badge holder so it doesn't get damaged or cracked. I would have to drive a long ways to get a new one, so I definitely don't want to mess it up. Close this. It's still shutting down at this point, but close it. And then put this cord back here along the side of my desk. Then I have this laptop which is ready to be put away, and I will put it back into my work backpack. Alright, so now we come to putting away my company issued laptop. Turn off the mouse, it's Bluetooth, so nothing to unplug. Put away these. Probably unplug this. The order sometimes varies a little bit, but I generally unplug that. CAC reader, unplug the headset with the goal of eventually unplugging this USB splitter. So I do that. Open up the box, which I use as a carrying case for my headset. Put that away. All right. With that done, I should be able to unplug the USB splitter and that. Put the cap back on, I guess, so the head of that doesn't get dirty or something. I can pull down the lid, unplug the camera, push this down to this height because I'm using my Pixelbook Go. It's very small, and so it lines up with my top monitor when it's down in this position. I would leave the monitor on because I'm just going to plug my other computer in, so I'll now put the camera back out of direct sight and get the cord out of the way so we don't have a series of cords all over my desk. Hashtag minimalism. Okay, now I'm going to unplug the power and HDMI cable from my laptop. eye. Get my cords back there aligned out of the way. Now my laptop has nothing plugged into it, so I'm ready to put that back in my bag. All right, with that done, I'm now ready to put my desk back into its configuration that I use when I'm not working, which is actually much simpler because instead of having two laptops and a variety of peripherals plugged into them, I just simply have one Chromebook. So I'll take that out from under my desk, out of the case, put the case back, put the laptop on my desk, plug this into the Pixelbook Go, and then plug the wireless charger into the USB port here. This usually doesn't do this, but it came on because I happen to already have this on as part of making this video. But I would generally open it up and then log into my device. And I would have to open my calendar in Google Chrome, open Evernote, which I use for taking notes, and also open another empty text area, which I just use as a scratch pad if I'm taking quick notes on something, don't want to make something permanent. But at this point, I would be completely set up for my evening, or if it's the weekend, to do things other than work over the weekend. So there you have it. That's my desk setup, how I configure it, and then how I switch between the personal setup, the work setup, and back to the personal setup. Hope you got something out of this. This might be useful for those of you who live in apartments, like I live in an apartment, or if you otherwise have a very small space that you're working with. You don't have the liberty of having multiple desks with a lot of workstations laid out. You want something nice, small, compact. This is an option for you. So please consider that. And if you have any questions or feedback, or if you want me to make a certain type of video, please let me know in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you in the next